Mike Jones Beats.
Culture that everyone wants to be a part of, this mob mentality. Black culture is amazing. I wake up blessed to be a black woman every day. And while we've created a powerful culture that everyone wants to be a part of, this mob mentality, cancel culture has to go. This idea that it's okay to try to destroy someone's self-esteem and ruin their life because we disagree with them is evil. The idea of publicly slandering each other, generalizing a whole gender because of our personal experiences and the media is out. This obsession with being the smartest, wokest person in the room is all the way out. Because the real purpose of knowledge is not to make ourselves feel smarter and more important than everyone else. It's for us to master ourselves. And y'all wonder why black celebrities get successful and don't campaign for the community as a whole. We make it hella hard when we scrutinize and complain about everything everyone does, whether it's good or bad. So let's make it all about black love from here on out. And I don't just mean black love in a romantic way. Love is patient and kind, right? So can we be patient and kind with each other? Can we love each other for real? Because that's the only way we're gonna see change in our communities.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody. I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out real quick. Just so you know what we're going to be talking about today. Tonight, we're going to obviously be talking about the return of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I got something interesting to say about that. Well, not me as much as there was an actual DJ that weighed in on this, and they said something that was actually pretty interesting, and I'm going to let y'all know about that. So yeah, and I just want to talk. I got so much wild shit that happened in America today that we just have to ask the question: is America going crazy? When I start telling y'all about some of this shit that happened, some of these things that happened today, you might yourself come to the conclusion that America is going crazy. But before we do any of those things, let's give appreciation to everybody that pulled up to the chat earlier today and dropped something and did a drop. Let's do that first and foremost. Copy. But yo, America is going super crazy. I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's some stuff going on in America that's absolutely bananas. Bananas. You got people arguing for things. Watch when I tell you what happened in Congress today. I mean, I've been on social media. We've been doing a lot of looking around. I'm trying to figure out a majority of the videos that I want to do. I don't think YouTube is going to allow for me to do. So right now I'm trying to get the Patreon linked up and done correctly so we could just do it through Patreon, because there's just so many topics that I want to discuss that we just cannot discuss on the YouTube. Just isn't going to let me talk about it. It just is what it is. Anyway, let's do the drops real quick for the everything that came this morning, everybody that did the drop this morning. Shout out to Straight Bowling with the $5 drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $12 drop. Shout out to P Coat Slim with the $10 drop. Shout out to Peace Coat Slim again with the $10 drop. Shout out to Straight Bowling again with the $3.99 drop. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. And shout out to OGK Network with the $2 drop. And for the drops that already came tonight, real quick, just so we could be, just so I could be up. Tonight, we need drops tonight. Shout out to, you see that sun right there in the background? You see it? It's right there. It's right there. You see that sun? It's right there. You see it? You see it? You see the sun? Boom. Buildings. Shout out to Tanya with the $5 drop. She says, shaking off the haters. So I guess this is a $5 drop. What did the $5 say to the face? Tanya out here slapping the haters. Just slapping them. They need all types of different slaps. They need the slaps with the front of the hand. They need the slaps with the back of the hand. They need the slaps. It's like Three Stooges, and it's just two fingers poking in the eyes. They need the slaps where you grab the person's nose like this, and then you slap your hair. They need all of the slaps. They need the slaps where you make a whole pancake. You put butter on the pancake. You then hold the pancake with some tongs, and you slap them with the pancake in the hand that you hold in the tongs. They need all the slaps. They need the slaps where you go get the slippers like you a scuba diver. You pick up the scuba diver slipper, and then you slap them with that. They need all of the slaps. Shout out to Tanya, starting the day off with a hater drop. The haters. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $11 drop. He says Black Hearts. He's doing those things. Oh man, I think we're gonna have fun tonight. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $20 drop. The dub drop. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. He might be starting trouble. Tonight, all petty drops are gonna be saloon drops. Is that fair? Any petty war drop will be a saloon drop. Right now, we got 3 people in the saloon, but they just sitting there. And shout out to OGK Network with the $5 hater drop. He says, America's going through a pandemic and a Great Depression at the same time. So, yeah. Woo! So, yes, it's going crazy. What the hell? So yes, it's going crazy. Actually, that's a whole conversation that we need to have another day. Do not let me forget that OGK Network. Let's do the roll call real quick, and then let's get to the show. What up, Monica Cringer right here? Okay. Okay. How you doing today, baby girl? What up, Foot in the Ass Entertainment? He says, yo. And he sent me to jump off. Foot in the Ass Entertainment sent me to jump off for the saloon. Hold on one second. We're going to get right back to this. Foot in the Ass Entertainment. Hey, did anybody get a email saying that we was live? I'm curious. I'm asking for a reason. Did anybody get an email saying that we was live? I am curious and I'm asking for a reason. I'm doing so much stuff over here, you have no idea. Hold on. I do want to say something real quick before we get all the way into everything that we're getting into, right? I do want to say something real quick. Do y'all know? I'm gonna give it a second. I'm playing the song tonight. Foot in the Ass Entertainment. We hearing the saloon song tonight. But hold on, let me just get right back into this real quick. Do y'all know? Watch me, y'all hear about what they was talking about on the Senate floor today. We gotta talk about what they was talking about on the Senate floor. I don't know who knows what it is. What up, Angel Crispin? How you doing today? What up, DSTN? Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. Who else we got up in here? What up, James S? All we see is smoking feet. That's it. What up, Miss Lady? How you doing? Says, hey. That's Tanya. How you doing, baby girl? Okay. Who else we got up in here? What up, Dog Soldier? Dog Soldier says peace, love to the BBN Network, BBN family. Jack Frost, love is power. Power is love. I agree. What up, Gloria Austin? Ryan Mack says BBN, what's good? Salute. Chat, Frost, feels good to take some time off. Nice ball. Work and being here. Appreciate you. Who else we got up in here? What up, Liberty? What up, Black Cuddy? Salute to the Black Spades. What's up, Liberty Hazelton? How you doing, my brother? He says we smoking. Oh yeah. And who else we got up in here? What up, Rule? Don't nobody see them? Dutch Jones. Let me get through this real quick because there's a couple of things I want to talk about. What up, Emmanuel? He says Goat 9 back. Who else we got up in here real quick? I'm trying to scroll through this as fast as possible because I'm trying to. What up, Black Pride Banks? He says, in America going crazy, or is things being filmed, more information being put out? Watch when I say what I'm about to say, but I also agree with that point also. What up, Watts Games? What up, Queen Shah? The Peasants? What up, Salty Sack Creations? Everett Gilchrist? How you doing, my brother? I good. We at the end. Now, check this out. I want to say this real quick. I want everybody to just listen to what I got to say. Hit that like button so we can send out notifications. I want everybody to listen to what I got to say on this real quick. So, something that y'all might not know, and I'm not saying what side of whatever argument I'm on about whatever, just so we could be clear. What up, Allman Brown? Okay. What up, JG? Thank you. I'm not saying what side of the argument I'm on this. Just so we could be clear. But for everybody that knows, and I'm not saying that this is the crazy part. There's a lot to unpack here, so give me a minute. Don't just jump on me when you hear me say the first couple of things that I'm about to say, just so we could I just want that to be transparent. Now, check this out. Listen. Our new administration has made it so that transgender individuals can participate in school sporting events. Has anybody heard about this? And do you think that this is a good idea? Could we just, right there, that's where I want to start. Our new administration is making it so that transgender teenagers or kids can participate in school sporting events. Young Buck needs to look into this. I want to know what you guys think about that real quick. What up, Kurt Flirt? What up, OGK Network? OGK Network, you be doing drops, man. You might as well get green real quick. It's $1.99. Go get green, homie. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Kurt Flirt says, oh, hell. He says, oh, yeah, shit is crazy. OGK Networks is bad idea. Derek says, this is a horrible idea. James S. says, transgenders could also share bathrooms now. Watts Games says, this is a terrible idea. Ryan Max says, no, strong no. Sorry, DSTN, sad face, ×5. Queen Shah. Wait, hold on. I want to just black cutties like face to the palm in the face. Kurt Fleur said a girl can't compete with no damn man in physical sports. Everett Gilchrist says somebody brought up a great point that trans people could take away scholarships from cis. I don't know what cisgender mean. Is that a disrespectful way to say it? I don't know what that means, but yeah, transgender individuals can take it away scholarships, I would assume. I think they should just get their own scholarships. What about that? Like, that's it. Like, okay, I get it, but they should just be a transgender scholarship, period. So that'll solve that problem if they decide to do that, because I'm not against people being whatever their true life is, if that's what you're choosing to be. Liberty Hazelton said, do it, bro. Go green team. Yeah, I agree. OGK Network says trans need their own events to compete with themselves. I agree with that also. Black Pride Bank says, I got 3 daughters. I don't think it's fair to them. I agree with that also. Sup says, Kurt Flirts is sup. Derek says, this is expected though. Obama administration had drag kings reading the kids. We're not doing that, Derek. Emmanuel says, next thing you know, we're gonna have to sit down when we pee as part of the law. It's retarded. Emmanuel was retarded. Queen Shot says, no bueno. Dog Soldier says, no bueno. Going too far now. Queen Shot says, cisgender mean the gender a person is born with. Okay, thank you. Everett Gilchrist said they should, but I'm trying to use the correct political term for regular people. I didn't know what cisgender meant. I don't. You're helping me out by teaching me things. So thank you. I appreciate all of you guys for whenever you tell me something that I actually don't know, instead of coming in here wasting everybody's time and trying to tell me something so late that I do know and act like I don't know it, because that shit is. Whenever people is doing that, can y'all just call those individuals out? I get tired of calling them out. Hold on one second. I'm going to explain real quick why I 100% do not agree with it. I'm going to explain why I don't agree with it, right? If you're transgender, that's your choice. I get it. Right? I get it. But your biological chemistry in your body is still that of whatever you were born. Right? Like, if you have to literally take some kind of drug, some kind of hormone pills in order to change the chemistry into your body to something else that you prefer to because that's what you recognize yourself as. And I am not here to tell you what you should recognize yourself as and not. If that's what you want to recognize yourself as, go for it. Who the hell am I to tell you, whatever. But my point is this. If you was born a thing, whatever you were born, male or female, right? And you have to use chemicals in order to change your gender, they should have it so that, you know what, if you're transgender, right? Shout out to OGK Network joining the BBN gang. Who's next? It's only $1.99 a month. So check this out. Look. So what I believe they should do is this. Okay, you want to compete with the gender that you recognize yourself as. There should still be like a 5-6 year waiting period till those hormones kick in appropriately, until you could be tested to make sure that those hormones are up in your body. I hope that's really OGK Network and that's not somebody that came in here and said, oh man, I'm gonna anyway, you get what the point I'm saying is, right? You get my point? If that makes any sense. Because you can't tell me that some young boy who recognizes himself as a young girl, as a girl, and now he can join the lacrosse team. I'm not even at basketball yet. The lacrosse team. Because he's going to be able to work out harder, work out longer, and work out to be stronger than the average young lady. So now he's on a lacrosse team. Now he's on the rugby team. Or, she now is on the lacrosse team, or she now is on the rugby team. Still got the male hormones in her. Right? I have an actual example for the people that think that I don't know what I'm talking about. There was a transgender MMA fighter that almost killed the girl in the ring. Anybody else know about that? Anybody else know about that? There was a transgender MMA fighter. We're not going to stay on this long because I got to get to something else real quick. But there was a transgender MMA fighter that almost killed the girl in the ring. Hold on. I'm trying to get something that's tasteful. I'm not trying to get nothing disrespectful. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. Now check this out. For any person that wants to say, well, he recognizes as a man, so a female. So now, transgender MMA fighter who broke female opponent's skull. Are we getting too politically correct with reality? She suffered a broken skull that took place in 2014. I fought a lot of women, and I never felt the strength that I felt in the fight as I did that night. I can't answer whether it's because she was born a man or not, because I'm not a doctor. I can only say I never felt so overpowered ever in my life, and I'm an abnormally strong female in my own right. I still disagree with Fox fighting. Any other job or career, I say have a go at it. But when it comes to combat sport, I think that it isn't fair. 20 years ago, if a man hit a woman so hard that he sent her to the hospital, he'd be in prison. Now you can get paid to do it. The idea that the gender is a personal choice might sound enlightened to some. It's actually very anti-scientific and especially anti-women. That's because a man and a woman are the same argument invariably. That's because a man and a woman are the same argument invariably leads women to be judged against a male standard, or to put it in another way, to be more of a woman has to be more like a man. For the tiny percentage of people who experience gender dysmorphia, we should have nothing but compassion. We should do everything we can to help them and protect their dignity, but we don't need to overturn biologically defined sex differences to do so. So they had a female MMA fighter. I don't think she could fight anymore. I think they stopped letting her fight. At least she doesn't fight in over here no more. What's the name right there? It says Tamika Brents, right? God dang it. I know they spell Tamika like a million different ways. Tamika Brents, right? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Which one is the male MMA fighter? Okay, so Tamika Brents is the one that suffered the concussion. Pardon me. This is crazy. I'm sorry. I don't want to go too much further into this because I feel bad for that the person that happened to. That's crazy. I think that's crazy. Like, that's absolutely insane. I think they're taking this shit too far. I think they're taking this shit too far. Too far. I'm not even talking about that at this point, D-Block. We're not going there with it. Alright? I think that's a big issue too, Black Pride Banks. All records are going to be broke. Women are not going to own anything else no more. I think, okay, so I'm going to tell you what my perspective on this is, and this is not to be disrespectful to anybody that's part of the transgender community. Yes, Fallon Fox. Pardon me, I had the wrong name. I want to say this real quick. Please listen. When are we going to start loving women? I think there's just an issue where we don't love women. Because you can't tell me, right? You can't tell me that you out here loving women, but you think it's okay for men to for someone born a man to compete with a female. I'm sorry. In an athletic event. We're not talking about racing, which I also don't agree with. But women can be faster than men. That's a fact. We're talking about sports that are physical, that somebody could get hurt in, that people could die in. Now I'm about to say something to you. What do we do when, and it's going to happen because it'll happen. What are we going to do when a transgender a male that decides that they're a female decides that they want to get into a fight with a woman somewhere in the street? Are we gonna deem that as a woman on woman fight? I'm curious. Now, check this out. I want y'all all to listen. All right? I'm about to show you something. I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to pay attention. Just listen. This is not an attack on transgender people, by the way. God dang it. Shorty is just so fine. Them Houston, Texas women. I am not gonna lie to you. Them women from Houston, Texas is I ain't gonna lie to you. There's too many fine ones of them. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you something. I know everybody is waiting to have this conversation about Tekashi too. We're gonna talk about that, but hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is a person who is just now not going to be able to speak on the floor anymore because she made whatever kind of mistakes that she made. Listen to this.
Female, and that should not be denied. When I am censored for saying those type of things, that is wrong. And when big tech companies like Twitter, you can scroll through and see where someone may have retweeted porn. This is a problem. This is a terrible, terrible thing. But yet, when I say that I absolutely believe with all my heart that God's creation is He created them male and female, and that should not be denied. When I am censored for saying those type of things, that is wrong.
Now, I'm not sure what she said. Full transparency. Thank you, Salty Sacks Creation. Thank you, Salty Sacks Creation. This lady is an absolute... I don't know what the hell is going on with her. Thank you, Salty Sacks Creation. I don't know what's going on with that lady. But she just brought up a great point. No, she didn't even say nothing. I'm going to let it play again.
Porn?
Listen.
This is a problem. This is a terrible...
I'm going to play it one more time. Listen. Listen to what she says.
And when big tech companies like Twitter, you can scroll through and see where someone may have retweeted porn. This is a problem. This is a terrible, terrible thing. But yet, when I say that I absolutely believe with all my heart that God's creation is He created them male and female, and that should not be denied, when I am censored for saying those type of things, that is wrong. And when big...
Now, I'm going to say this one time. Get what I'm saying. I have nothing at all. Obviously, I don't even allow people to talk shit or talk trash or disrespect people that part of the LGBTQ community. We're not on that type of time. I do believe that people in the privacy of their own home have the right to do whatever the hell they want to do. I do believe that if a man wants to go outside dressed like a woman, he has a right. What the hell? Who are you to tell him he can't do that? I do believe, right, just so we can be clear on this, because I don't want there to be no understanding. I do believe that if one male decides that he wants to date another male, that's his right. I do believe that if a woman decides that she wants to date another woman, that's their right. That don't got shit to do with us. I'm not going to make fun of them. I mean, we laugh at Young Buck, but that has more to do with the fact that Young Buck is acting like he not banging them dudes. He banging them dudes. So we laughing at Young Buck for that. We're not laughing at Young Buck for being gay. Shout out to Young Buck. We're laughing at Young Buck for pretending like he's not a part of that fraternity when he is. That's what Young Buck is getting laughed at about. Just so we can be clear. Just so we can be clear. That's what Young Buck is being laughed at about. Now, this is what I want to say. They're destroying what it means to be a woman. And I'm not talking about the transgender people. Because they need to fight for their rights. I'm for them. Fight for your rights. Fight for every right they're going to give you. Us black people, we've been trying to fight for our rights forever. And it's tooth and nail business. Fight for every right they're trying to give you. Everybody in the LGBTQ community. I'm 100% behind that. Fight for every right you could try to get. But that doesn't mean that they should give you every right that you want. I 100% am against people born men doing professional sports against women. Against people born women. I am 100% against that. Just so we can be clear. I want to move on to another topic. I just thought that was a way that I wanted to start the show off so everybody could understand. America's going crazy. So now I want to say this. Let's move on to another topic real quick. Man, you said goat now. Funny guy. Let's move on to another topic though. We could talk about Tekashi now. Why not? For the ass entertainment, I'm not nobody to tell who need to wait in line for whatever. You get it? But what up, Buku? But I am gonna tell you this. All of y'all women out there, y'all should be the ones that's more upset than us men. All of y'all women. Every single last one of y'all women. Y'all should be pissed off about this. My daughter ain't into sports, so this don't even affect me. Y'all should be pissed off about this. Every female in America should be so angry that now you have to compete with men. You have to compete with individuals that were born men. Every last female. Think about that for a minute. What do you think is going to be next? What do y'all think is going to be next? With all respect due. I'm looking for a thing. Hold on, I'm looking for a thing. What do y'all think is going to be next? All respect due. What do you think is going to be next? This is one of those things where you got what you asked for. That's the best way I could put it. This is 100% one of those things where individuals fought for a thing for so long, and now you got what you asked for. And it might not be what you actually wanted. Don't lose that. Don't get mistaken. And don't be tricked or fooled. Y'all fought for something. Dude, do you understand? Do you understand that every single thing that women have that's women shit, that they've been competing against themselves, now they're going to have to compete with people that was born men. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So I don't want to hear in the future, just so we could be clear, there's very few females that I want to hear be upset over the things that's going to start transpiring. Because all of these things that y'all women get, all of this shit that y'all women get from the government, all of these things that y'all fight for healthcare, all that shit, y'all about to gonna have to share that with people who decide that, transgender individuals. Y'all gonna have to share that. And that's on y'all. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's why somebody came in here and was like, they need to get to the back of the line or whatever the case is. Nah. Let them be right at the part of the line they at. So all of these individuals who were so easy, so quick, because it is not going to be what you think it is. Sometimes you got to give people what they ask for. That's a fact. Sometimes a person asks for a thing, you just got to give it to them because they're not going to believe they don't want it. This is one of those cases. They're not going to believe they don't want it. I'm telling you. My dude, somebody had their skull broke. I mean, Susan Bortz-Bedell, one woman in MMA already had her skull broken. Her skull broken. What's gonna happen when your daughter comes home? Your high school, you know what? Females' high school sports is over. High school sports is over. It's over. They're gonna be all in the WNBA dunking on everybody. You know that, right?
If you want an end.
They're gonna be all in the WNBA dunking it on people. Hold on, y'all. Let me cue something up real quick if y'all don't mind. God dang it. They're gonna be all in the WNBA dunking it on people. You know how many? I'm gonna explain something to y'all right now. You know how many gay people, and this is no disrespect, zero disrespect. Do you understand how many gay people actually play sports? There are a lot of gay people that play sports. A lot. A lot of them y'all root for because they play in the NBA and the NFL and you just don't know they gay. They play in MLB. You just don't know they gay.
If you want an end, I'ma need the vibe. I'll pass you a drink. Now I'm feeling we could vibe. But if you like to donate $4.99, that's fine. But every time you gon' find your ass outside in the saloon.
Who's next? Y'all wanted me to do a saloon.
Yeah, we up in the saloon, y'all.
Next, y'all wanted me to do a saloon.
James S and DZ in the smoking section, smoking loud in the cloud. Better get yourself in, it's going down. If you want an end, I'ma need the vibe. I'll pass you a drink. Now I'm feeling we could vibe. But if you like to donate $4.99, that's fine. But every time you gon' find your ass outside in the saloon.
Who's next? Y'all wanted me to do a saloon.
We up in the saloon, y'all.
Next, y'all wanted me to do a saloon.
James S and DZ in the smoking section, smoking loud in the cloud. Better get yourself in, it's going down.
Nothing is off the table. Y'all doing petty wars, everything. Nothing is off the table. I'm doing anything. I actually wanted to make some stuff to go with that, but I didn't have the I didn't find exactly what I wanted yet. So we're gonna see what happens. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton for reminding me to play that. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment for making that. Let's talk about this Tekashi thing real quick. Y'all got a second? Y'all want to discuss this Tekashi thing for a second? Or do y'all want to go to the next crazy thing in America? Put it down in the chat. I want to know what y'all want to get to next. Y'all want to talk about this Tekashi thing, or y'all want to go to the next crazy thing in America? Yo, I got this one here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't see it right now. It's gray and shit. I think that shit grew like 3 inches overnight. Like, what the hell? What the hell? How did that one hair? What? I don't know. America. All right, let's stay on America. We stay on America. Check this out. A couple arguing about freaking snow gets shot by their neighbor. I'm going to say that again. A couple got into an argument with their neighbor over freaking snow. A couple. Dude walked up and executed the wife. Shout out to Buku. Buku said, yo, he said, where's those $20 drops at? Look, he's saying it, not me. Shout out to Buku Bags. He says, where's them dub drops? That's Buku, not me. Buku said, where them dub drops at? Shout out to AI with the $10 drop. He said, just checking in, BBN. What's up, party people? Salutes. Over snow. Executed the wife in the middle of the street and went after the husband. Do y'all understand when I try to tell y'all I'm not trying to argue with nobody? I see what's going on in the world nowadays. Nobody cares about life. There's a lot of people out here that they trying to figure out how to end their own life. And y'all going out there getting into arguments with them. A lot of these individuals look like they don't got nothing going on wrong. That dude just threw his whole entire life away over snow. He killed somebody and threw his whole life away over snow. Snow that you gotta shovel. I guess you can shovel both snows. Precipitation. And yeah, and then he took his own life right after. He was just, that dude was probably just waiting. Because he didn't want to die alone. Somebody started a BS conversation with the other person. One of them started a BS conversation, and that's where it ended. This is America. Shout out to DZ with the 510 Oakland drop. I keep telling y'all, stop getting into random arguments with people on the street. There's people walking around right now that don't got nothing to live for. They probably thinking about suicide but don't want to die by themselves. And you going out there getting into arguments with them. You going out there getting into fights with them. Nah. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. All you see his feet, smoke. That dude was already going to kill himself. I believe the dude was already going to kill himself. That's what I believe. That man was probably sitting in his house about to eat the gun then. And then some random argument started with him and his neighbors. And he was like, you know what? I don't want to go by myself and I don't like them. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton with the 555 drop. Give me a second. Salty Sack Creation says some dude in here in Florida took out 2 feds and took his own life after. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to... What up, Mark M? What up, TZ Fosheezy? I'm trying to tell y'all. There's dudes out here that don't got nothing to live for. You might see them driving a Benz. But to them, their life is already over. I know, but I want to keep the flow of the show. I want to keep the show flow, the flow of the show. I want to keep the flow of the show. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $11 drop. Says past the trees, I'm letting the dogs go. I get it. Hold on. I just want to keep the flow of the show. We about to have a break when we change subject in 1 minute, and then we going in. Just hold on. I want to keep the flow of the show. Eric Gilchrist says this is why you got to catch the news, people. Stay informed to live longer, better life, because we were informed. The world can now apply to our everyday lives. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I've never been a go outside for nothing. I'm gonna tell you why. When I was a kid, I used to go outside for nothing. And I used to see that I used to sometimes just sit around, nobody outside, everybody upstairs still. I'm sitting outside, it's the middle of the summer. I moved to Concourse Village. This is when I moved to Concourse Village. Where I used to live at, we didn't have no kids in the neighborhood. It's hard for me to explain this, but there was nobody in the neighborhood. There was no kids, there was nobody. So when I used to go outside before, I used to literally have to walk damn near to a whole nother area in order to even be around kids. You understand what I'm saying? I literally had to do that. I literally had to, in order to find people to play with, I had to go to other people's neighborhoods and meet people. Hold on, just so you can understand what I'm saying. I used to literally have to go to other people's neighborhoods and meet people. So when I moved to Concourse Village, I moved to a neighborhood that had kids. I used to go outside and sit outside sometimes, outside on the benches. And when I first moved there, at like 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, waiting for kids to come outside to play with. So I'm not really an outside person. Not no more. So I don't really be feeling like going outside unless I got something to do. I don't go outside to just be walking around. I don't do that. I wish Kendra was here. She'll explain it. I don't just go outside to go outside. You feel me? Just on some super real shit. I stay out of the way. And I think sometimes people don't understand that. When you make yourself accessible, when you always outside, when you always standing on the block, you make yourself accessible to bullshit. I don't know no other way to explain this. I'm just keeping it a stat. You could talk anybody that, nah, you know what? They'll be like, yo, you know what? You're right. He only come outside when he going somewhere or when he got something. I don't come outside to just be standing outside. Never, I don't do it. We got a ton of people sitting in the saloon tonight. Yeah, I just don't. And it has nothing to do with safety. It don't got nothing to do with none of that. It just got something to do with, what am I going outside for? Now I'm a grown adult. You know what I spend my money on? I spend my money on shit that I like to keep in the crib and do. Where I use my stuff that I have that I don't even have with me because I'm in a hotel room right now. My stuff is all shit that I do not need to go outside. I can literally just sit in the crib, work, sit in the crib, watch anything I want on television or on any streaming network, sit in the crib, all over the computer, all over everything. I got everything. You feel me? Everything. I buy shit to make it so that when I have to stay in the crib, I could be entertained. I buy shit so that if somebody come over to my crib, they could be entertained. That's what I buy. I buy shit that I want to have around. You got mofos that they go spend their whole entire check at the club. You got mofos, listen. You got mofos that go out to the club every week and spend $200, $300 and don't even got it. I'm not talking about the people that got it. I'm talking about the people that want to look like they got it. You know what? I'm going to take that $200. First of all, I'm going to take that and invest it back in BBN, to be honest with you. But you know what I'm going to do with that $200, $300 if I'm not investing it in BBN? I'm going to go get something that's going to improve my life. It's neither here nor there. People were crazy. Anyway, Tanya from Harlem pulls up into the saloon. To hell, yo! Wavy D said, "The hell with the block." Yo, I'm gonna explain something to you, real quick. Listen, you want to know the people that want to know if the people you are a reflection of the people that you hang around, whether you know it or not. If a female says all of her friends is hoes, but she ain't, she lying. Because most of the females I know that's not hoes wouldn't hang out with one. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. If you hanging out with a dude and he has to always be questioning how tough another person is, he waiting to go to jail. He waiting to go to jail or he waiting to get killed. One of the two. If you hanging around people that always got some negative bullshit going on, you don't want a good life. If you hanging around people that's always talking about how they don't like somebody else, or they always talking negative, you a hater just like them. You have low self-esteem. Ain't nobody with high self-esteem is gonna hang around people that talk shit about somebody else all day. Not nobody. Not one person. Not one, listen. Not one person that's thinking about successful life is gonna hang around somebody who all they do is talking shit and trying to tear other people down. That's a fact. So with that being said, homeboy pulled up out of his crib, arguing with some people over fucking snow, killed them and then killed himself. At least killed the lady and then killed himself. Think about that for a minute. That. Think about that. I've never heard a person that was happy with life. I've never seen a person that was happy with life troll somebody else. I've never seen it. I've never seen somebody that was happy with their own life spend time to talk negative about other people. They usually don't even, you'll say some negative bullshit and they'll just be like, and just change the subject. Because that's not interesting. It's not something I care about. That dude was already planning on killing himself. Those people got into a bullshit ass, they allowed themselves to get into a bullshit ass argument with somebody over nothing. Don't let that go over your head. The next time you're somewhere minding your business and some random person tries to start an argument with you, I'm going to tell you something that they used to do. I don't know if they still do this, but I'm going to tell you something they used to do back in the day when I was growing up. An MF will walk up to you, start an argument with you just so they homeboy could swing on you from behind. Just so they homeboy could steal on you. That's what dudes do. So whenever I see somebody come up to me and just try to start a random something with me, and I don't even know why you're arguing with me. I 100% don't want to fight you. You trying to set me up for something. I don't know you. You're trying to figure out a way to have an issue with me. Nah, I'm trying to stay away from you, homie. I'm trying to let you go over there and do whatever it is that you're doing over there. I don't know why you're doing this. I've seen people get killed like that. Get into a random argument with the dude over here, and the next thing you know, that dude over there run up on them. I feel you, though. I feel you, though. I go outside damn near every day and somebody try to start something with me. I walk away. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm trying to do a thing with my life. I know that there's people that want to stop me. They don't even got a real reason. You feel me? They don't really got a real reason. But I know that there's people that want to stop me. I know that there's people that want the worst for me. I know that. I know that. It's okay. Crisis Black says, we need to all understand that between the COVID lockdowns, racial tension, political strife, and low vibration music, television, and the entire world is being pulled into a lower frequency of energy. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. That's why I think the last thing we need to do is try to meet that shit with aggression. That's the last thing we need to do. Because that's what the low vibrations want you to do. The low vibration, when you vibrating high, the low vibration, if they can't make you vibrate low with them, they want you to meet them with aggression. That's what they want. That's what they want. Don't let none of that shit go over your head. And when you outsmart them, they're going to call you everything. When you see the shit they trying to do and avoid it, they're going to call you everything. They're going to call you pussy. They're going to call you a sucker. They're going to call you everything. Because you didn't fall into their trap. Because you chose different. That's real strength. Real strength is doing something and you know you're going to get backlash for it, but it was the right thing to do. That's real strength. Don't let these people out here trick you. Let's have this. We've already been in here an hour. Let's have this Tekashi conversation. I want to have this Tekashi conversation. I want to have this Tekashi conversation. It's time. We've been here a minute. It's time. All right. Who's seen? Shout out to D Willie. Shout out to Wavy D with the $5 drop. Look at the 5 fingers. Say to the face. Haters. I'm not gonna lie, I love the hater drops. it's just they're only $5, but I love the hater drops. For the haters not hitting the like button. shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $5 drop. He said for the haters not hitting the like button. The haters. Hold on, Crisis Black said, Frost, that's a fact. Meeting this energy with aggression is the wrong move. It's like the villain from X-Men New Class who thrived off the energy he absorbed, the kinetic energy from weapons aimed at him. Boom. It's pretty good. That's a pretty good point. Didn't think about that at all. So check this out. Let's have this Tekashi conversation. Who heard the Tekashi snippet first? Who heard it? I can't play it for obvious reasons. When we get on our radio station, I would have probably, when we get our radio station up, I would probably have a whole hour conversation about this because I would be able to play the song. But since I can't play the song, we are not going to have an hour conversation about this with the music playing so we can break it down. When we get on our radio station, the BBN radio station, which is coming, we'll do that type of stuff there. But for now, I can't play the music because I'm gonna get hit by the channel. Who heard the Tekashi new snippet? I didn't call the James S. Yeah, I called all of those. I called all the drops that happened in the chat. I'm gonna apologize to everybody that we are not doing the saloon and all that type of stuff tonight, but I want to have a smooth show, and when we do that, sometimes the show isn't smooth, and I want to have a smooth show. I have to be prepared for other things also in the future, so we need to figure out a way to do more saloon stuff. Don't get this confused. The saloon is not going anywhere, but I have to figure out a way to be able to do this, because I gotta show other people that I can have actual show. Get it? For everybody. I know some of y'all don't get it. It's okay though. Still love y'all. Okay, I'm not getting into that. So what, just so we could be clear, one, he should take a shot at every, just so we could be clear, this is hip hop. He should take a shot at every single person that took a shot at him. Boom. Somebody said, yep, I like it how he was, Imagine the Stallion bar. He has a Megan Thee Stallion bar. I've heard, I didn't hear it enough for me to be able to come up here and recite it to you, but I did hear a little bit of it, and I want to show you what Funkmaster Flex said about it. Okay. I want to show you what Funkmaster Flex said about it. What up, BQ mommy? Yeah, but that wasn't what he was doing though. He wasn't. Anyway, I'm not going in there. He did say that though. That was hard. That was dope. Funkmaster Flex says, "I'm not gonna play this, but this is thumping. Just my opinion." It sounds like 6ix9ine's usual cadences and usual way that 6ix9ine raps. So, I guess his usual writer or whoever he usually collaborates with, right? Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. I guess his usual writer or whoever he collaborates with, right? Whoever he's been collaborating with. It sounded basically, it sounded like something 6ix9ine made. It sounded like something he's comfortable saying. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing that you got to understand when you have somebody that writes somebody's lyrics. You have to have somebody that can write in a manner that that when you say it, it sounds like something that you're comfortable saying. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Now I don't know. I mean, he could have posted and said whatever he wanted to say. He says, "I'm not gonna play this, but this is thumping. Just my opinion." Same formula, pretty decent. He did make a line about somebody lying about shooting people. Is that the line y'all saying that y'all believe is Dirk's? Emmanuel says Funk Flex played 6ix9ine on the radio when 6ix9ine barely came out. Dude likes 6ix9ine. I could believe it. I am not giving 6ix9ine balls. If so, I wouldn't still be in the hotel. I'd be like, come on, man. I mean, I gotta get out of here. I don't think 6ix9ine fuck with me though, to be honest with you. You think Flex wanted the views? Let's look at something real quick. Okay, so I want to show you something real quick, right? So let's look at the post that Flex posted directly before the 6ix9ine post, right? 70,000 views, right? That's the one directly before the 6ix9ine post, right? The 6ix9ine post, 70,000 views. I don't know. I can't say he did it for. I don't know what to tell you. Look, 60,000 views. That's with Jadakiss. Shout out to Jada. Right? 70,000 views, right? And then now this is the 6ix9ine post. Same amount of views. Same amount of views. So I'm not saying he didn't do it for views, but I don't know. He's also, could I just say something real quick? Flex is literally a DJ. He's supposed to talk about people's new music that comes out. I don't know. You feel like he did it for views? He might have did it for views. Who am I to say? Everett Gilchrist, same amount of views. Shout out to Jada. Where he get the face you hear from, I'm gonna assuming it was genetic. Unless what you think he did. You think he like hit somebody over the head and was like, give me that beard. 6ix9ine was like, him right there, I want that beard. Some people went over there, hit the dude over the head with a billy club. Bong! Guy woke up clean shaven. Yeah, but I'm going to say something else. Listen. There are a lot, listen. There are a lot of people that are rappers in hip hop that is snitches and they get their music played by everybody and don't nobody know they snitches. You want to know who do know they snitches though? People like Flex. So Flex is probably looking at 6ix9ine snitching a little bit different than most other people are looking at 6ix9ine snitching. because people still play. Look, people still play Rock Nation music, right? The CEO of Rock Nation is bigger snitch than 6ix9ine, right? Or am I wrong? Just saying. So I'm just throwing that out there. So believe me, there's tons of snitches in hip hop. There's tons of snitches in rap. I am not in no way trying to make an excuse for Tekashi 6ix9ine, so please do not say that. What up, Yashar? Yeah, please do not. I'm not making an excuse for nobody. But there are tons of snitches. Who thinks that joint? See, this is the problem. Where is he gonna get the music played besides YouTube? According to Flex, she's a civilian. She's not a civilian when she did the snitching, though. She's a civilian now. When she did the snitching, she wasn't a civilian. She literally got caught by the FBI doing drug shit. So when the shit happened when she snitched, she was not a civilian at that point. For everybody that don't know, she literally was a drug queen pin or something. She was, I forget what she was, but she was like the go-between or some shit. And she got busted with bricks upon bricks. Then what she did was, hold on, is there that show on Netflix that I'll be watching? oh man, what's the name of that show on Netflix I'll be watching? They got something Mexico too, so I don't know if I forgot the name of the show. Anyway, point being is, I just totally just went somewhere else with it. Point being is this. Yeah, caught with like 35 bricks. I don't know how many it was. I'm going to assume that Tyson Garcia knows what he's talking about. Then she turned evidence for the police. So, the point in which I'm making is, no, she was not a civilian when she did the cinching. Narcos, thank you. I'm looking to see when the new season of Narcos. I love that show. I watch too many shows that ain't in English. I tell you that much. I watch a lot of shit that is not in English. I gotta read a lot of subtitles. Buku Bag says 6ix9ine need to start his own radio station or invest in his own DSP. Yashar said fact, she effed up 2 cartels. I'm not gonna say, if I don't know, just so we can be clear, I don't know, when we get our radio station up and running, I can't tell you that I wouldn't play them. Like if we got a theme going that day and that's the type of music we playing, there's no telling I might play it. People just gonna be pissed off at me. I'm Jack Frost, I do what I want. So I can't say I wouldn't play it. But my particular music tastes don't necessarily go in that direction. Just so we can be clear. My particular music taste kind of shades in a different direction. Just so we can be clear. But yeah, I can't tell you that I wouldn't play his music at all. I can't say that. I just so we could be clear on something, right? I 100% get why people are upset. And I don't think they should not be upset. I think that whoever's upset got a right to be upset. I think whoever's angry got a right to be angry. I think all the individuals that says that they'll never listen to 6ix9ine again, boom, there you go. But you literally talking to somebody that spent the last 2 years of his life getting gang stalked. So I just look at this totally different. Last 3 years of my life being gang stalked on the internet. So I just look at this different. I'm sorry. I know how it feels to just have people hate you that shouldn't necessarily hate you. So I can't say that I would definitely not play his music. Dog Soldier said they're gonna play Tekashi because it's part of the poison given to our community. Wavy D says 5 to 10 more $5 drops, please. Yeah, let's go with the $5 drops. There you go. 5 to 10 $5 drops. There you go. I had to actually check because sometimes I don't get no notifications. So I personally just feel a way about that. I just personally feel a way about everybody getting together and deciding to hate a person. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. I don't know no better way to tell them. It's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but it's my opinion. That being said, well, she didn't put music out, just so we could be clear. She actually is like the CEO of the label. She didn't put any music out, just so we could be clear. I just think that hip-hop, I just think that there was people that were always planning on hating on him, and there was no way to get around it. I think that before the snitching happened, it was easier for individuals to look at him and not hate. But after the snitching happened, now there's people that they want to stand by that, because then it's going to be seen like you're okay in condoning snitching. And I'm going to say this. I don't agree with snitching, and I also don't agree with killing our own over bullshit. So are we also gonna cancel these rappers when we find out that some of these rappers was involved in murdering some of our black brothers for no reason? Are we gonna cancel them? Or is that okay? Is murdering us black, our own people, okay? I'm asking. Because there are a ton of rappers that's involved with murdering. I'm not even talking about the drug shit. Fuck that, right? There are a ton of rappers that's involved with our people being murdered and killed. And I don't see nobody trying as hard to cancel these guys as they trying so hard to cancel Tekashi. I mean, I don't bring this up, but I see a problem with that. So it's okay when we kill our own, as long as they don't kill somebody we like. Perfect. I'm gonna give you a good example. People was rooting for Tekashi. How? Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $7.50 drop. So if you're gonna play, just so I can be clear, if we're gonna play people music who are involved, I'm not talking about they just talking about killing people. I'm saying they're involved with, yeah, but why N.W. Melly didn't get found guilty yet? But that's another perfect example, Liberty Hazleton. We already know Tekashi, he did it. Like this, he did it. And there was still people that want him free. Liberty, yeah, he not only. I'm 100% with you, Liberty Hazleton. I don't think anybody should be talking about free YNW Melly either. But he has not been found guilty yet, so we're not going to say he's guilty. We're going to wait for the courts to do their job. As far as we know, he's probably innocent. Is that fair? You can say it all you want, though, but I'm media. So I'm going to conduct myself accordingly. But you guys can say that shit all you want. Because I think YNW Melly is a perfect example, just so we could be clear. Selective bias hate. Thank you, Tyson Garcia. KC Candu says people look overlook her because, he should say overlook. People overlook her because of her affiliation with Jay-Z. They all pieces of, I'm not gonna read the rest of that. IBN McMillan says Macmillan says in public opinion he's guilty. In public opinion, who's guilty? I don't know who you're talking about. We're talking about like 3 or 4 different people right now. First of all, the first thing that we need to do, just so we can be clear, the first thing we need to do is stop pretending like destroying our own people is cool. So we need black love. I don't want to talk no more about black on black crime. I want to YNW Melly in public opinion he's guilty. Well, the evidence leads him to look like he's guilty also, my brother, just so we can be clear. The evidence is pretty substantial. But my point is that let's wait for the courts to do their thing before we just say he's guilty. So I'm just saying, people love talking about how much they hate snitches. And I'm with you on that. Let's not fuck with people who are snitches, right? But let's also not fuck with people who kill their own. Are we? Is any rappers ready for that conversation? And we brought out a list of individuals who either killed black people, raped our women, been accused of rape, been accused of killing our own, and we got a rapper in front of us that talk about how much they hate Tekashi. What do you think they're gonna say if we start pulling these names out? I think a ton of them is gonna have excuses. Nah, but I'm saying no, he got on the stand. Wait, hold on. Okay, he got on the stand. I'm giving you all of that. We're saying Tekashi 100% did all of the things that you're saying he did. Boom. I'm not arguing none of that with you. I'm going to concede that. Now, what I'm saying is, these rappers that's involved in all of this murder, death, why aren't you talking about not playing their music? Yeah, but you see Tekashi. No. I've already conceded all of that. We're talking about why you are not talking about these other rappers being canceled. They're not going to want to have that conversation. Not going to want to have that conversation. That's not a conversation they're going to want to have. And that's okay too. Be honest with you. That's okay too. I'm just saying, let's not fake. Let's not fake. That's what I'm saying. Just keep it a stack. You're okay. A lot of people are okay with black people being murdered that are black themselves. They're okay with the murderer being free and no justice. They're okay with that. That might be the real reason why some people hate snitches. Although, I don't think anybody should be snitching. If you are involved in crimes, just so we can be clear, if you are involved in fucking crimes, you cannot go to the police. Just so we can be clear. You cannot be involved in crimes and go into the police. If you are not involved in crimes, go to the police all day. Over everything. Fuck it. But if you are not involved in crimes, if you are involved in crimes, you cannot go to the police. You got a lot of cowards out here hiding behind the, we're going to gang up on some one person. And then when that person goes and do what they can do for survival, they're going to say he a snitch. This person ain't in the street. This person a regular civilian trying to live his life. Buku Bag says, Jack, what do you think about Charleston White trolling to get the attention of the black community? If you think about, I'm gonna tell you that the Charleston White dude, real quick, I'll weigh in on this. First, he's a snitch himself, right? So, y'all still want to cancel Tekashi 6ix9ine, but not Charleston White? He's a whole snitch. He a worse snitch than Tekashi 6ix9ine. You want to know why? Because he's out there allegedly blowing that thing, right? Allegedly. He's in a city or a state where he could illegally carry. He ready to blow a dude top off if he get too close, right? And he a snitch. A confirmed snitch. But I don't see the black community talking about, nah, we got to cancel that guy, right? Am I wrong? Because they might be doing this and I don't know about it. Or are people giving him his time of day? Are people giving him his spotlight? Or am I wrong? Because I don't know. Am I wrong? Are people canceling him? Because he's a whole snitch that's out here ready to shoot a nigga. Part of my language. So I just want to, if I'm wrong or not. If I'm wrong, so be it. I apologize. But in my opinion, that's literally the worst snitch. The one that if you run up on him, he gonna do all the dangerous stuff to kill you, and then he gonna go to the freaking cops. That's a perfect fucking line. Scavengers pretending to be predators. Shout out to Dog Soldier. So now, I'm not jacking nothing he's saying. And on top of that, I don't even think he's wrong about most of the things that he says. But I'm not jacking it because of where the energy is coming from. You want to know what people like to do? People like to agree. People like to trick you into agreeing to the wrong thing by wrapping it in the right thing. They'll wrap the right thing, the wrong thing, the wrong thing. They'll wrap it. They'll wrap it up inside of the right thing. So the whole entire surface of the conversation will be discussing the right thing, what we should be discussing. But in reality, the backbone of the conversation will be the wrong thing. I don't know, but as far as I know, I don't know. All I know is that the dude said he in an open carry state, he got that thing on him. My something told me if 1 point fingers, they got 3 pointing back at you. Yo, look, I'm going to say it like this. DZ says, is the messenger for me. He's not the right person to be telling nobody how to live. He has, look. Alright, so I'm going to explain why I don't watch other YouTube content creators. This don't go for all YouTube content creators, but it goes for some. I'm going to explain why I don't watch them. For the same reason why I don't watch some people's podcasts. Because individuals will have nefarious plots wrapped up inside of all of the good intentions in the world. You won't know until you're so far down the rabbit hole that you can't get back. I don't know no other way to explain that. That's that dude. That dude has fake good intentions. All wrapped up inside of BS. All of the bullshit he could get a hold of. Because once you tell me that once you confirm you a whole snitch, right? And at the same time you talking about, yo, you gonna do all the street nigga shit you could get out, but you a whole snitch though. And I'm not talking about somebody's trying to steal your company. And you're like, oh, you know what? I don't want nobody to steal my company, so I don't have no choice but to go to the authorities. We're not talking about that. Because that's not snitching. At least I don't think it is. If you do, shout out to you. That's some bitch ass nigga shit. To try to steal somebody else's company from them. And I think that anything that people get, that anything you get behind that is something you deserve. That's my opinion. Shout out to Wavy D with the $5 drop. He says, common sense not being so common. That's a fact. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? The haters. So that's my problem with Homeboy. Just so we could be clear. So now, I'm not jacking none he's saying. Zero. There's zero. He can't talk to me about any of that stuff. I mean, I'd interview him and I'd have a fun ass time. I should contact him. I'd interview him. It'd be fun. It'd be fun as shit. Yo, who want to be on my team and find people for me to interview? I need one of those guys. I need for one of y'all to pull up. Somebody that want to be an intern over here and get involved in some BBN business. Hit me up. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that guy. I wouldn't trust that guy at all. I wouldn't trust that guy at all. I wouldn't trust that guy at all. At all. I wouldn't trust him at all. But shout out to him. I mean, at the end of the day, people do what they do. Like, who am I to tell you somebody can't do what they do? He do what he do, right? So who the fuck am I to say? I don't trust him at all, though. He couldn't tell me nothing. and have me, I'd probably have a pretty interesting conversation with him. It'll probably be pretty interesting. Not for nothing. I don't dislike him, just so we can be clear. No, you do not have to be in New York. It could be anywhere in the world. I don't dislike him, to be clear. You understand what I'm saying? I don't dislike him at all. I don't like him, but I don't dislike him. I'm weird like that. Like, I don't have to like you. You understand? Like, I don't just dislike people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I actively don't like you, you did a thing personally to me, or something that was just so bad that it's like, I just don't fuck with your energy. But I don't just dislike people. I'm not on that type of time. I think that that's just too much energy wasted. Buku says he said he was a con man. I believe it. He talked like a con man. I'd interview him. I'd interview him in a second. I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be interesting. I think people will enjoy it. I think that's something that people would like. I think if I interviewed them, people would like it. I need to get back to doing interviews more often, to be honest with you. I need to get back into doing interviews. The Most High just smiles down upon us. So shout out to the Most High. I believe the Most High just smiles down on the BBN. Just smiles down on us. Like, for real, for real. I want this guy to tell me this chick's at. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Who the hell? What is her at, homie? Oh, shit. This is her shit. How do I comment on somebody's picture? What's her at? Oh, okay, now I get it. God dang it. Oh, I be on her shit. Alright, now I get it. Now I need to see why I didn't know who the fuck she was. Anyway, I just want people to have that same energy for everybody. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be mad at Tekashi for snitching, copy. I'm not upset at you. But if you pissed off at Tekashi for snitching, you can't be talking about free murderers. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you on it. Don't get it wrong. I'm not gonna be like, yo, man, you know I don't like that guy. He talk about free murderer, but he hate Tekashi. I don't even care. You can say free whoever you want to free. But I think it's hypocritical if you're going to say mad at Tekashi because Tekashi got some black brothers locked up, right? But you're not mad at them dudes that's killing all of our black brothers out here on the street. Not mad at them. But you're mad at Tekashi because he got a whole bunch of black brothers locked up, right? Okay, I'm with you. Boom. No Roger, no rerun, no rent. Let's protest them. But at the same time, you want all the guys that kill black people free. I need to understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Maybe I'm wrong. You understand what maybe I don't understand. I need that explained to me. You hate Tekashi, get him out of the rap game because he snitched and put a lot of brothers in jail. He snitched. I don't think his snitching did all of the jailing, but he did snitch. So boom, you're 100 on that. But at the same time, every time some black person kills another black person, you're constantly saying freedom. And apparently, you're not a real N-word or a real G unless you want the black people who kill other black people free. So I'm black, so I'm supposed to want all black people that kill other black people free, apparently. So I don't know how to feel about that. And I'm not mad at nobody, and I'm not trying to throw shit at nobody, talk shit about nobody, and nothing like that sideways, just so we could be clear. I'm not doing any of that. All I'm saying is, what in the hell? Is that really what type of time we on? So I get you. Screw 6ix9ine, right? He a whole snitch. Boom. No Roger, no rerun, no ring. That's how I protest. No Roger, no rerun, no ring. Let's screw him, right? I get it. But we want all the people that kill black people free? All the black people that run through the hood that kill other black people, we want them free though. But we want Tekashi 6ix9ine locked up because he put some black brothers away. I need this explained to me. I'm not saying anyone is wrong, by the way. I'm not saying a soul is wrong. I'm just saying I need this explained. Thoroughly. DZ said, right? That's a messed up way to think if you think about it. Absolutely. So I just need this explained. I'm not saying I disagree with anybody. You know what? Maybe you're 100% right. Maybe we do need all the brothers that's locked up in jail that kill other black people. Maybe we need them free. And maybe we need all the people that snitching locked up in jail. But I just need to know why. Why do we need all of the people that's killing our black brothers, our black sisters, our black aunts, uncles, our black everything? Why do they need to be free? I think that's a fair question. Anybody got an answer? I'm listening. I'm listening. I just need it explained to me. I need to explain why TK, who was running around shooting at everybody, killing people for the stupidest shit in the world, I need to know why he needs to be free. I need to know why YNW Melly, who was accused of killing 2 of his friends that was in his own gang, I need to know why he needs to be free. What up, Big Mac? That's it. That's it. That's all. I just need to know why they need to be free. I think, and I'm not even arguing with nobody. I'm not gonna say nobody is wrong. I don't even want to hear it to find flaw with it. I literally want somebody to explain to me so I could be on the same time. What up, Black Cuddy? Did I say salute to the black spades? I need to know why everybody that killed, every black person that murders other black people, I need to know why we are supposed to want them to be free. I'm going to concede all of the Tekashi shit. Every single thing you got to say negative about Tekashi, I'm going to concede it. You're right. I have no argument. You're 100% correct. But I need to know. I need to know. And I'm not even talking about Treyway, by the way. Just so we can be clear. I'm not talking about Treyway. I'm not talking about don't free Treyway. I'm not talking about those guys at all. None of them is in jail for murder. I'm specifically talking about murderers. Free Casanova. I don't know Casanova to be in be locked up for murder. Free Casanova. I like Casanova, by the way. I like Casanova. I like a lot of these rappers. I just know that I be fair to Tekashi, so I know a lot of these dudes don't fuck with me. So that's the way I be feeling. But I'm gonna be fair with them also. So you should want me to be fair. Because I'm gonna be fair with you. If we run into the same bullshit ass situations, I'm gonna be fair to you. Dog Soldier said keep them where they at. Killing them is wrong on all levels. Yo, look, I'm not even arguing what you saying. I agree with you. If you murder somebody, you probably need to be taken out of society so you cannot murder more people. I need to know why our culture says that if you murder another black person, you should be free. That's part of the culture, ain't it? Right? As long as you murder another black person, you should not go to jail. Isn't that part of the, isn't that the culture? That's a good point, Emmanuel. Treyway was jacking 6ix9ine. They not jacking CJ at all. But I think that the reason why CJ is running into those problems is because the people that say whoopty, first of all, I'm not getting into that conversation, but I see what you're trying to say. You got a pretty decent point. So that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna sit right there and I'm gonna listen. Just like this. Not even with arms crossed. Because that's a defensive thing. So you know what? I'm gonna sit just like this. Tell me. I'm ready to embrace whatever the hell it is you're talking about. Tell me all of the things why we should have all of the people who kill blacks free. I need to know and embrace it. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of this. I might be on the wrong side of this whole conversation. This whole time, I've been thinking that killing black people were bad and us black people should not want black people killed. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of this conversation. This whole time where I think that us black people need to work together, maybe I'm on the wrong side of this conversation. This whole time where I'm thinking that us black people need to love other black people, maybe I'm on the wrong side of this conversation, and I will give a person an opportunity, another black person, an opportunity to explain to me why. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of this conversation. Is there anybody in here that could explain this to me? I'm curious. I'll let you call in right now if you could explain to me why it's okay to want people that kill other black people free. I'm just asking. For myself. Not even for myself and some friends. Right now, there's how many friends I'm asking for? I'm asking for myself and 60,000 friends. We're about to go on 2 hours. I'm going to get up out of here. Pull up in the morning. In the morning, I don't think we're going to be talking Tekashi 6ix9ine, but we might. I'm mulling over a topic in my head for the morning coffee. We might talk Tekashi in the morning. We might not. There's probably a better chance we won't, but I'm mulling over a conversation. What I think is a pretty good conversation, but maybe we wait until he actually, maybe we wait a couple of days and see what happens. Maybe we wait. I don't know. Dog Soldier said the streets been dead. That is no code, no true understanding. Give it up and get a job. I'm going to tell you what the problem is in the streets, and this is just my opinion. When you're using people for lookouts that got drug problems, you got a lot of people that they're creating unnecessary problems in the neighborhoods where they're also trying to do business at. Since unnecessary situations and problems is occurring, now there's people that's not involved in any type of activity that's getting pulled into shit. Regular civilians now is getting pulled into BS. Like myself. That's the problem. That's not a bad idea, Wavy D. I'll think about it. But that's the problem. That's literally the problem. There will be less people being killed. There will be less police activity. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of time, and I'm telling you this because I'm telling you this, a lot of times, the police won't fuck with an area where drugs is being dealt. Because a lot of these areas where there's drugs being dealt helps generate economy in that area. Maybe one day we'll have this conversation, but believe me when I tell you this. This is a perfect example. I don't know what block any of you guys live on, but imagine if everyone stopped smoking weed. Tomorrow or the next time you're out and you're about and you're walking around your neighborhood, imagine if everybody stopped smoking weed and stopped drinking alcohol. And look at all of the stores that'll be closed. Next time you walk into a store, look and see all of the different cigarette and cigar, everything, and lotto, everything. All these is addictions. Look at all of that. And think about what that store would look like without them in there. Think about how many purchases won't be getting made weekly without cigarettes, without tobacco products, without things that you're going to use to smoke weed with. This generates income in communities. Literally, some communities will be broken down with no money at all in them if there wasn't drug deals in the community. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. I'm not even prepared to talk about that right now. That being said, let's go over the drops. Nah, CVS, I don't know what they sell. I hope they don't sell tobacco. Those guys is all crazy. What the CVS is wild animals. I don't know what's up with those guys. Anyway, let's call out these drops real quick. For everybody that did petty drops, I want to apologize that we didn't call out the saloon. But sometimes when we're having a good flow of the show, I don't want to break because I can't get back to what we're doing. At the end of the day, this is a media channel. If I can't do media and all I'm doing is everything else other than media, how can I expect people to invest money in us? How could I expect for people to think that we can do radio shows, which we have that what we have now, but we're shooting for bigger things also. How could I expect for people to know that I can do these things if I can't even actively hold the damn show without breaking to do this thing, breaking to do that thing, breaking to do this thing, breaking to do that thing? So some shows, I enjoy doing the saloon, just so we could be clear. I enjoy doing Petty Wars, just so we could be clear. These are things that I enjoy doing, but I also understand that there's things that we are trying to do with this channel. So I need for y'all to bear with me. With that being said, shout out to Latanya from Harlem with the $5 drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $11 drop. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $20 drop. Shout out to Buku Bags with the $20 drop. Shout out to DZ with the $5 10-cent drop. Shout out to the $5 10-cent Oakland drop. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton with the $5 55-cent Big Fives drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $11 drop. Shout out to Wavy D with the $5 drop. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $5 drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $7.50 drop. What's that drop about? Shout out to Wavy D with the $5 drop. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. Shout out to AI with the $10 drop. Shout out to OGK Network with the $2 drop. Shout out to OGK Network becoming a member of the BBN gang. And shout out to OGK Network with the $5 drop. Two things I want to say. I want to say that I really, really, really do appreciate everybody that does the drop into the super chat. I am in no way trying to say don't do super chat drops, just so we can be clear. Those drops are extremely important to the channel. I can't explain to you how much they are important, but those drops are extremely important to the channel. Also, all other drops are important to the channel. Also, drops just in general. So I appreciate you guys. I don't appreciate one more than the other. I appreciate all of y'all the same. You guys are all the best. And yes, they do have commercials. But sometimes the way that we're flowing, I don't feel the way that we're flowing, I need to stay on topic. So some shows, it's easier for me to get off a topic and then get back on topic because the thing that we're discussing isn't as serious. But sometimes when we're discussing extremely serious topics or topics that I think are extremely serious, it's harder for me to jump from one thing to the other. Remember, I don't have like a split personality. Like, this is literally me. And sometimes it's just really, really taxing to jump from one energy to another energy when we're trying to do something. And that's why sometimes the saloon doesn't come off as well as with other days. So I need for y'all to bear with me until I figure out a system. I'm working on it. I love the saloon. I like the saloon, period. It's dope. I think it's a dope idea. It's a dope concept. And there's things that I want to do with the saloon. And I want to drop saloon merch. I love the saloon. But at the same time, I need to also be able to do our regular programming. And I think that sometimes we just drift too far away from that. With all due respect. But I absolutely love the fact that you guys love the saloon. It makes me feel good that I can still create content that people appreciate. With all that being said, I'm going to let y'all get up out of here. If you still got anybody awake in your household, please give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're still here. Also, when we wake up in the morning, one of the first things we want to do is drink water. Getting water on an empty stomach is great, especially when you just wake up in the morning. Please make sure that you drink your water. Not all water is equal. As you can see, this is naturally alkaline, 8.88 pH. Not all water is equal, so make sure that you got good water also. Please don't just wake up drinking all types of different water out of the faucet and think it's the same thing. It's not, okay? Some of y'all water you shouldn't even be drinking. Right? Especially if you got hard water. You know, if you got hard water, because what it does is it dries your skin out really bad. Like, hard water is not good for you. Do not drink hard water. If you run your faucet and when the water go into the faucet is mad murky and you gotta wait for it to clear, you probably shouldn't be drinking that water. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang, hashtag Brooms Boomers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.